these lights and just trying to get it to go. Let's see. I got one more. Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like I'm live on all my stuff. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting me on my day 5 of my 100-day live challenge. I'm so grateful to be here to bring you guys value. And even I keep asking myself, like, what do I want to share with my audience? And before I go to bed, I ask my mind, like, what is an importance today? What does someone need to hear today? And this came to me last night. I got some downloads. The most important thing is other people's opinion. And this can affect us in our daily lives just because something new might happen or you're excited and you tell like your closest 5 people what's going on in your life, and they might not see the same way or catch that same vision. So sometimes you have to be careful of like what you're sharing. So what I wanted to share was, for an example, there's a girl that actually rings to mine, and I had a girl that was like hot to trot, ready to buy all the things. And my schedule gets super super busy, so I had it scheduled out for like the following day. And she was ready. She caught the vision for this. She saw an opportunity for herself in this business, and all the things. It was just checking off all the things for her. And so she was super excited. And this happens sometimes, like, you get talking to your family and your friends, and it's so easy for somebody to project their own limiting beliefs onto you. And so 10 minutes before the actual call, I got a message saying, this isn't for me. This is a pyramid scheme. And, I'm checking out or whatever, right? And here's the thing, like, they haven't seen what you've seen at all. So they don't really know. They're honestly like just projecting their fears. And if you're not self-aware or even taking like just emotionally intelligent, if you're not paying attention, like, people project their stuff onto you all the time. I can see it a lot of times, like, around me, just because people are so in it, they don't even realize like they're doing it, but like their thoughts and feelings, like whatever they're thinking, they just let it out, right? So for one thing, let's talk about it. There's no way that this can be a pyramid scheme. The reason for it is the way the pyramid scheme works is, there's a person on the top. You have to give X amount of dollars, and it just keeps kind of going up the ladder, and it's illegal. So eventually it's going to pop, or it's going to get busted, and then it's going to get shut down, and then you're left with nothing. That's usually the way it works. So for one thing, we can't be, because one, we have a legit product, and it is life-changing products in the health and wellness space. Two, let me look at my little point, because sometimes I get nervous and I just forget, right? Two, the more we help others and win and succeed in this business, the more success we see for ourselves in our own business. So that's the one beautiful thing about this, is like you get to develop your leadership skills and your skill sets, and teaching others to bring them up. So it's a beautiful, beautiful way. And number three is this company is a 50-year-old, going on 50 years old. We're going to celebrate it this summer, which I plan to go to. And it also has a 400-year patent business plan. So, you know, you have to listen to your own tuition when you're hearing these things, because if this is relate, or if you're getting pulled in any direction to come for this, or to look into this, or to seek this opportunity for you and your family, then put your blinders on and really sink in and listen to yourself. Because in my opinion, I look at a job as a pyramid scheme, because there's a CEO, there's like directors, regional people, managers, and then workers, right? And I can remember like it was yesterday, when I was working with high risk youth. And I remember I worked in a couple different companies and different jobs. And I remember they pulled me into the office and they basically said that if I wanted this higher title and more responsibilities and I would get $2 more pay or whatever, just $2 extra on my paycheck, then I needed to go take this course, right? So I was like, okay, that sounds fair. Like I didn't know like that I've done tons of schooling at this point. I had my hairdresser license, I had my nursing, and I was already in a lot of debt and I was already working as much as I can possibly do to try and pay off my already debt. And I was already struggling. So I was like, so I tried to do the math. Like, so when I went to look into like the course was about 30 or $40,000. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was like around there, ballpark 30 to $40,000. And then if I looked at my return, like on the extra $2, like it was just going to remain me stuck, remain me in that actual struggle. And it would just keep me struggling, keep me down there. And I remember like that was my light bulb moment where I was like, whoa, like, we are designed to go to school, to get good grades, to go out there and get a job. And a lot of times like you go to school and people pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for their schooling, and at the end of the day they're not guaranteed an actual job at the end of it, right? Like they could have all this mountain of debt, and I hear it all the time, like they have like this kind of background or that kind of background, and they're still not even working in their field, right? So even if you go to school and you do all the things, like you could just have all this debt and you're still in no better position at all, but people are just programmed to do it and they're okay with it. And I think it's just all those years of when we are in school, we're kind of programmed to do that. And you know what? I appreciate and I value all the workers. There's so many jobs that we do need, and we're all not all meant to be entrepreneurs, and this opportunity isn't meant for everybody, but it is meant for like the 5% of the population where they catch the vision, they see the bigger picture and all the things, right? So hold on. It's so hot with all these lights today in my big sweater. So yeah, so if you feel inclined and you're ready to change your life and you just don't know how to make money online, or you have any inclination that you actually want to go and make up money online, then I strongly want to invite you to come check this out. Come check this blueprint system that we get plugged into. And if you do the work and you're consistent and you're accountable and you're ambitious, then you're going to get a good return. You're going to get a good return on your initial investment. Sales is one of the biggest paying jobs because we solve problems, right? So they're in my community. There is so many leaders. Normally in other companies that I've been a part of, there's just one guy on the top, and I can see why a lot of people say like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, or those things, or it's an MLM, and I don't want to be a part of it. I get it, like, but there are so many leaders, and there's so many leaders pouring into us, and because the reason for it is when you win, then we win. And it's designed, like their patent and program is designed to create leaders, to create better people, to create people that are in the health and wellness space, focus to have that bigger, better life for their family. They want to have bring their spouses home. They want to help their family and just have the time with their loved ones and retire themselves to do what they want to do in life, right? So if this sounds like anything that you would be interested in, and don't let other people's fears or opinion dictate what you are, because God gave you the vision. Like God gave you the purpose in life. Like your whole life is you and God and what you chose. We're all here having a human experience, and we're all meant for different things. So don't let other people's opinions come in and send you in the wrong direction, because ultimately you are the one that knows what's best for you. Nobody else, not me, not your mom, not your spouse, nobody. Inside you, deep down inside, you are the only one that knows what is best for you. So instead of listening to all the outside noise around you, it's better to go within, put your blinders on, and make an actual decision that's best for you and your family. And keep it quiet. You don't have to tell everybody like what you're doing until you're more confident and you know exactly what you want to do. And then it's a much different conversation than, I think I'm going to do this, versus like, hey, look what I'm doing, because I'm going to go from here to there in X amount of months, and you can either come with me or you can watch me, right? So that's what's going to happen. Keep your blinders on, and really just sink into your heart and listen to yourself, because you are the only one that knows the right answer for you. Don't let other people's opinions change your purpose, because you honestly are here for a reason, and you're the only one that knows the answers. So start listening to yourself. And that's my message today. I'm sorry that it's taken me a long time to figure out all these technology. I'm trying to get on all the feeds so I don't have to do this a gazillion times. And I want to thank you guys all for supporting me on day 5. I can't believe it's day 5. I'm super excited about this. I'm going to bring you lots of value. And also, once you get over doing something for about 30 days, it becomes a habit. So hopefully this will become more of a habit. I just love it that you're supporting me along, pushing me out of my fears and my comfort zone, because it took me 2 years to pop on here and start talking about things that I care about and I'm passionate about. And I just am super excited to relay my message and teach and help other women to be successful in their own lives and get unstuck and have a greater purpose for you and your family. So my DMs are always open. Please hashtag freedom. And if you want to learn more information, reach out to me. I'm happy to chat. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you. Okay.